that I'm not really seeing too often. We're not really seeing these crazy edge guards. It's usually just ledge trap situations and just feeding off of each other. So
it's a lot of respect coming out of all the players. And this really is what that comes down to, you know. I say that, but we do have JW here, who is definitely going off stage against everybody and trying for every gift he could. But he's not exactly a respectful player.
Yeah.
Respectful person, yeah. But respectful player,
yeah, he likes to have his fun. Oh, so correction, actually, it is losers semifinals.
Okay.
Not losers finals yet. So we're going to be having this set into losers finals into grands. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so the last time we had Jake and Silver on, they used that PK freeze right off the bat with Silver jumping over top of his opponent. They did the same thing this time around. I theorized that it might have been a setup. Now I definitely believe it is.
100%. And so a lot of, I feel like this is actually a really good way to kind of deal with this team, is that they're thinking separate them and go for those 1v1s, especially if it's Cheesey versus the Lucas and then it's Grape versus Silver. I think that's ideal for them because Cheesey will be really be able to space out that Lucas and give him a lot of trouble.
We say that, but Lucas was sitting around 70% and is back down to 6.
Yeah.
Then again,
they did take that stock off of Silver, so I think but they did a great job with that.
It's a double-edged sword when you kill Silver, right? Because more aura means more healing, means more kill power as well. Yeah. So it's always terrifying as that Lucario gets lower and lower on stocks and higher on percent with the aura.
Okay, so Gunner going to be giving Jake a lot. Give Silver a lot more aura here, so just be careful. And Jake playing a lot more defensive. He's big chilling.
Yeah, Jake just kind of sat there with that side magnet out while Grape was throwing grenades at him. Not a care in the world.
Yeah. And Lucario with quite a lot of aura right now, even though he's at low percent.
Yeah, it is incredible that Red Team still has all of their stocks at this point. That limit is on deck as well. Watch that come out any second. There it is, but the shield got up in time for Jake. Not that it mattered, because Jake's only at 57%. Silver's on his last stock, though, so that's your trade-off.
And they really have to work on just keeping them separate. Like, if they're able to really, isolate each other, then it'll be a really good job. But
yeah, this is it's really questionable because I was saying earlier, you really do want to try and end the stocks off the Lucas as fast as you can, but at the same time, you want to leave the Lucas alone because you don't want to let him heal, right? If it's at 0%, he can't heal, so their gimmick's gone.
Yeah,
but so it's kind of,
there's a lot of different aspects to counterplay for this team for sure.
Yeah, follow that back.
That's a big theme here.
Yeah, so Lucario back throw at edge when he's got this much aura. He had full aura on the charge as well. Filthy.
Yeah, what started off looking pretty decent for both Cheesey and Grape is not looking too great for them right now.
Well, it turned into what blue team wants.
Yeah. And so now they're really struggling here. They have to really get this stock off of Silver and then focus on really just getting some sort of percent really building onto Jake here.
Yeah, that down air stock take was incredibly important. This is 3 stocks to 2 though. We already saw the share stock come out from Cheesey onto Grape there. And that is Cheesey gone. Grape a long way to go. Looks like he's gonna play it out. It's not impossible, that's for sure. You know, he just needs to end Silver and then end the next one as well.
Yeah, if he gets something cheesy like a back throw fair, the ledge.
You say if he gets something cheesy.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, I've been avoiding saying that.
Yeah, I tried, but oh wow, the side magnet just teleporting the grenade away.
That was one of the weirdest things I've seen. There's all that healing, right back down to 40 now after those couple of hits. Just...
And that's the thing about Snake, right? Snake has a very delayed recovery, really slow, so it's really going to give Blue Team a lot of time. But he really has to figure out if he can really get something started. He has to really avoid getting hit by Silver, especially. Yeah, what he needs to do is he needs to kill Silver here. He needs to rack whatever ranged percent he can on the Lucario, end that stock as fast as he can. That was 3 explosions. Oh, but that attack, yeah, it's going to be it. It's so strong. Like, he was 130. Yeah, it's just a really great kill option. He's been using it very frequently. Yeah, it's a great burst option as well as it's quick to punish. It's multi-hit, it has a lingering hitbox. It's just a great move. Yeah. Cheesey and Grape both looking quite, concerned as to how they're gonna do it, but they're definitely thinking about how they can deal with this, because they're definitely talking a lot here. They're strategizing.
Yeah.
They're,
But you, I don't know if you guys at home could hear it. I don't know if you heard it either, but the people in the crowd were actually laughing with the people on stage.
Oh yeah.
Like there was a whole lot of joshing going on.
Yeah, we have a decently sized crowd here at Don't Kick Chairs, so a lot of people just watching the set, pretty entertained by what's going on, to be honest.
I mean, when you play or when you have a team up like Wizard Fox or not Wizard Fox and Ho, Jake and Silver right now, it's crazy. You know, it's such an unusual team. You just don't see it very frequently. And then they're coming in and they're taking names.
It's something that, you know, it's very difficult to prepare for. You almost never see this team in doubles. It's a very unique team because you really have to be a specialist in your character for both Lucas and Lucario, and then you also have to be a specialist in this team composition. So you're not going to really be able to prepare for this, but you just really have to do your best. We're seeing a random Joker pick. I don't know what these guys are thinking, but we'll see if they actually do end up changing their characters or not.
Showing a tweet that said something, and somebody from the crowd yelled.
Yeah, something about Lucas Lucario.
I don't know.
Probably some sort of inside joke.
I don't know.
No clue. But yeah, Lucas Lucario.
Oh, okay.
The most thing I have ever. Oh, is that FYC?
I've ever witnessed in Smash 4. That must have been some. That must have been one of the FYC guys or someone.
Yeah, I don't know.
That looked like an old tweet, man.
Okay, so looks like a weird pick coming out from Grape here. Belmont. I don't think I've ever seen it in my entire life, even in Toronto. So I have no idea what he's doing. But we'll see.
I just want to sit here and watch this. You know, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
I mean, coming from Toronto, you know, Riddle's obviously a very good Belmont player in his own right.
Yeah, used to main Belmonts for a long time.
Yeah.
Was probably the best Belmont in the world, but then eventually ended up dropping the character due to just feeling that the character has specific limitations, has specific weaknesses that just really affect his ability to be a top player. So
yeah, and now looking at the Belmont in this matchup though, has very, very big disjoints, right?
Yeah.
The F tilt smashes and all that stuff. Decent enough kill power, particularly with the tipper options. I don't dislike it.
Okay, so the Holy Water F smash almost killed him. Was able to get him at the ledge there. Maybe that's kind of their gimmick here. That's what they're relying on.
Oh, and actually the axe. So both the axe as well as the cross are not things that can be healed by.
Yeah.
Both very good projectiles, very strong projectiles.
That could be used
so
for good. So I feel like actually this might be a great decision actually.
Yeah, if this is a pocket pick that Grape has been sitting on for a while now, this is an ideal situation.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, so the Holy Water at the ledge. They do great, keeping him in hit stun, so he could get that connection there, but.
Yeah, this is a very tough situation all around. We actually saw PK freeze on ledge, just going absolutely nowhere, keeping it right on top of him for safety reasons. And a huge string coming out, looking for the PK Thunder, not able to convert because of a great interruption by Cheesey to save his teammate.
Yeah, PK freeze is definitely a scary option to deal with, just because it sends you so far horizontally, and both these characters don't have the greatest recovery. So if they get sent to a point where even if they're not dead, they might not be able to recover, it could be currents for them. But we'll see.
On the note of their recoveries in particular, sorry to interrupt, just the Belmont tether recovery is actually a huge change compared to the Snake Cypher.
Yeah.
Because Snake kept getting interrupted by Silver being so high up in the air with the incredible damage and knockback that comes with the aura, was just getting knocked out of Cypher constantly. Yeah. So now being able to instant tether.
It's a lot faster, which is the main thing.
It doesn't matter when you die like that, though.
For sure. So, nice kill. Gonna get the F smash onto Silver there. But yeah, honestly, looking a little bit better than that last game, to be honest. As long as Cheesey holds the stock and they're able to get some other stock off of Jake, then they'll be looking like they're in a great spot.
Yeah, they're doing a relatively good job of keeping them away, except for that moment right there.
Killing his teammate. Wow.
Yeah. Unfortunate, really, right there.
Yeah, that might actually be the moment that results in them losing this game, actually, because this is a best of 3. So this is potentially the final doubles tournament stocks here.
Yeah, definitely getting very close to the end of this game here. I mean, Grape all the way up at 125. Belmont not the lightest in the world, but definitely needs to start getting worried. Managed to get that dash attack off on the Lucario. Stays alive just a little bit longer. Stage control is red team's, but for how long?
Okay, so Cheesey does have the limit.
God, that aura sphere. He jumped into it.
Yeah, and he really has to leave Silver alone and really focus on trying to get that stock off of Jake right now. Oh, just slightly mistiming it for the first time we've seen ever.
Yeah, catches the glaive beam though, heals himself off of that just a little bit anyways.
He's giving him space, he really doesn't want to do that. Yeah.
That's the real threat when you have Lucas standing there with the side magnet out and Lucario jumps in front of him. Is he going to side B you or side B the Lucas?
Yeah.
You gotta be worried.
And this team is just getting all the healing they want. I feel like Cheesey is just disrespecting them a bit too much. And this is going to spell disaster for him.
Yeah, we need an incredible play to come out here with a finishing touch or a limit cross slash or something. Limit not even up yet as is. 93%. Almost max rage Lucario, almost max aura Lucario.
Yeah.
And in the end, it looks like it's going to be the Lucas to take it. That is limit wasted too.
Yeah, that's going to be it for sure. That dude should be
Stand
fully
corrected.
charged. Going to be finishing it. It's going to be a 2-0 for Jake and Silver over Cheesey and Grape.
Yeah, that is the FYC boys eliminated from doubles here. They're going to have to go on, focus on the singles, see how far they can get there.
Yep.
Some applause coming from the crowd after that game.